Hi, yeah. Somebody has joined us. Hello and welcome to our online fertility seminar. This is a repeat edition of what we should have had in March, but due to the crazy network situation, we couldn't hold it. The network was so poor and we were unable to have that seminar. And so we're having it today as a repeat edition. So that topic is so important, and we don't just want to sweep it away like okay, it's supposed to. We actually had it, but nobody could join in. It was that week where when there was the crazy network situation. Apparently, some underwater cables were cut or such stories, and we connection was horrible all across the country, and it affected the delivery of our seminar. So thinking that that topic is so important that we don't want to just pass over it, we decided to do a rescheduled event, and that is why we are here. So welcome and thank you for joining us. So today we will be starting our chat box is open. You can send in your chats, your reactions, questions, comments. We would really, really like to hear from you. Tell us your name, tell us where you're viewing us from if you don't mind. And as we wait for others to join in, we would gradually get into the topic of today. Today, we are talking about parameters for sperm health. This is a very vital topic, very, very important, very interesting as well. Why is that? It is because 50% of every case of infertility is also from the male factor. And we are using this media, this opportunity to create that awareness that yes, a big chunk of infertility cases can also be from the men. 50% of every infertility case is of male factor origin. Statistics have proved that. So we want to look at what can be happening in the man's side, okay? And it's basically the sperm health for men. Almost 90% of the cases of infertility from the man has something to do with sperm health. So we want to critically look at sperm health today, understand what healthy sperm means, what are the parameters to conclude that this sperm is healthy or not. Generally, just learn about what makes sperm healthy, what makes sperm unhealthy, and what we can do to solve the problem or to change the situation. So we'll just get right on it. Thank you once again to those that have joined us. Thank you for your reactions. Stay with us till the end because we are sure that you will learn something interesting. So I will just go to my screen and share. Today we are having um, the PowerPoint presentation shared right here as we stream so that we can look at it and learn. I'm not an expert yet on this, so please bear with me as I try to navigate yes. This is what I was trying to achieve. All right, so we are here. That is the topic for today, parameters for sperm health. We want to look at what sperm health is all about and the things that make it healthy, the things that make it unhealthy, and what we can do about it. Okay, so introduction. Healthy sperm cells are essential to achieving pregnancies. We have said so many times, and when we get people during our counseling sessions, we say it again. It is impossible for a woman to get pregnant by herself. She needs sperm cells or a man to produce the sperm cells, either in the act of intercourse, that is natural conception, or through assisted, or even if you are doing donor cycle, we still need sperm cells to achieve pregnancies. So sperm is important. They are essential to achieving healthy pregnancies. Now, we are saying healthy pregnancies because it is not enough for the sperm to just fertilize the egg. It is crucial that the fertilized egg develops, matures, and continues to grow into a full baby that can be delivered. That is when we can say we have a healthy pregnancy. The health of the sperm cells is essential to making sure that even after fertilization has taken place, along the line, the embryos might die off or stop growing because primarily the cells that formed them were not of very good quality or were not healthy. Same goes with the egg as well. We are focusing on sperm cells today. So it's essential for them to achieve pregnancy. This is because the cell must travel towards the egg to fertilize it, and after fertilization, the embryo begins to multiply. First of all, it's a zygote and begins to grow. The cells begin to multiply until it becomes a full baby. So the health of that sperm is important to making this happen. Male factor infertility is responsible, please. Okay, I hope everybody, and I know that us just at the chat box say something so that 59% of all men are facing challenges of poor sperm health. This condition is really common now. It is no longer about 59% of all males are having the challenge of poor sperm health. How did we get there? I think that we are going to be talking about as we continue. Okay, so we'll go to the next slide and we want to look at the general outlook. The general outlook for the sperm cell. So you're looking at healthy sperm and unhealthy sperm side by side. So we are just going to talk about what to look out for before even running any test. All right, on your own, what can you even look out for before you start talking about medical procedures? The color of, so if for any reason your cells, because the sperm is the cell itself, though yes, we generally just call the ejaculate sperm, that is actually semen, which contains the sperm cells and the seminal fluid. Okay, so the color of that semen is generally creamy white, okay, just off white. When you start seeing discolored, which is like maybe very brownish or very yellowish semen or seminal fluid, it is an indicator to look at generally is the odor. Seminal fluid or semen is not supposed to be foul smelling. Okay, it shouldn't have any bad, offensive odor. If that is present, something is wrong. A man during, okay, we should see an ejaculate at orgasm for a man. If a man reaches orgasm and there is no, it's like little liquid, something is wrong. If nothing is coming out at all, something is wrong. So ejaculate should be present for us to say, yes, this person's reproductive system is functioning properly, consisting of cells, or it's just, it should never look too dilute. Okay, it should never look so clear that as if you can see through, like it is transparent like rice water. It should never look like that. It should look opaque, like difficult to see through. Light should not be able to easily pass through it. You shouldn't be able to easily see through it. That tells you that this sperm at least looks healthy, Then the quantity of ejaculate should be between 2 to 5 mils. Okay, If the quantity is less than 2 mils, we are also a little bit worried that something might be wrong with that seminal fluid. Now, the consistency should be sticky. It should be viscous. Okay? Why we say it should be sticky, it should be viscous is because some people complain that, oh, this sperm is watery. Now, watery is might not actually be watery. So we want to talk about the consistency instead. The consistency should be sticky. When you touch it, it should be sticky. It should be viscous. Okay, it shouldn't just flow so easily. It should be viscous, like a little bit of oil, kind of. It shouldn't be just free flowing. If it is non-sticky, free flowing so easily, then something is might be wrong with that semen. Okay, so that is that for the general outlook. Now, the best way to tell the health of the sperm is through medical tests, the one we call the seminal fluid analysis. Seminal fluid analysis is the test that confirms how healthy the sperm actually is, or the cells in the semen, how healthy they actually are. So that test is called the seminal fluid analysis. It is done in literally almost every